I call Barbara Kuriga.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. It's a pleasure to speak on the third reading of this Health Protection Amendment Bill. It's a pleasure to be part of the Health Committee, and we had some really good discussion as we were going through this debate and the submissions. And I also want to thank the officials for their efforts during this process. Good health is hugely important to New Zealanders, and the contact tracing part of this bill is hugely important in maintaining that, because we have to improve the tracing of people who may have an infectious disease or may have been exposed to one. So we are amending an Act that was written in 1956. For a change, we're actually doing a bill that's actually older than me, which I'm quite pleased to say, but this is really about streamlining also our legislation, because to me, sometimes we have so many bills relating to the same thing. The more we can simplify this for the public and those people that are deemed to be affected by it, the better. And so it's also streamlining to include tuberculosis as a notifiable disease under the Act, and the consequence of this is repealing the Tuberculosis Act, which was actually made in 1948. So it just makes sense to roll that all into one. It's important, I think, for people to note when we talk about contact tracing and notifiable disease, that the first option under this piece of legislation is always about people voluntarily consenting to come forward, because this is not about chasing people, this is not about witch hunting, but this is protecting the vulnerable people that are likely to be around a person who is carrying a notifiable and infectious disease. So what it does, if voluntary consent is not gained, then it introduces a duty on a person who may have an infectious disease first of all, but if they don't, then it's up to the practitioners to be able to notify. And it's important to note that amending clause 3CA and clause 5, which allows sex, date of birth and national health index number of a person with a notifiable disease to be disclosed. So it actually gives the medical office access to the valuable information. And I will make note here of the SOP 127 in the name of Minister the Honourable Dr Jonathan Coleman, is actually about the identifying information. It means the person's name, address, place of work and any other information specified in the regulations under the Act would not be disclosed. And so that's important, I think, from a protection. We want privacy to come out to protect people, but not to actually expose people. So it's my pleasure in supporting this piece of legislation. Thank you.
The next call is a split